From the Tailpipes and Tacos cruise in at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Texas, USA, this is the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, another guest from today's event. Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. And I mean that literally. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Our chief engineer, David Ainsley, is with us today. I'm not even going to tell you who I am because I don't want you to know. So there, take that. Stan, please come and sit down and let's have you. Let's hear from you this morning. Again, we're out here at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In. 3 beautiful chili pepper trophies that we're going to be giving away toward the end of the show, and we hope that you will be around to witness all of that. Stanton, it's so good to see you. How have you been?
A little off this morning. I have
a little bit closer to your mouth.
I've got there
you go.
The wine flu.
So you got the wine.
I hear that's going around.
It is.
On Saturday mornings.
Are you taking anything for it?
I am. Mimosa.
A mimosa is to get rid of the wine flu.
It gets that vitamin C back in your system and going.
That's it. That's a
How have y'all been?
A remedy.
Well, we've been pretty good. We can't complain. We can complain, but we're not going to.
Well, some of us aren't.
Once we're off the air, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Is it?
Yeah. It's called Married in America.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm not.
You're not?
No. And she's probably listening to the show.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Well, there's always that. Yes, absolutely.
You've got to decide, Don. You have to make a decision which way you're going.
It's very interesting because
wait a minute.
Now
you're at that intersection.
Yeah, you're right there. You got to make a decision.
Oh, you're talking about marriage and which way he's going. Oh,
David,
no.
David's looking pretty good these days.
we all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, we do.
Gosh.
Leslie's not here. I had one of the pilots said, man, you've got the best of all worlds. I said, how is that? Well, y'all aren't living together, but you're dating, you're holding hands, you go out, it's a great date. Yeah, it's all of the above.
That's so he doesn't fall down. That's why she holds him.
Exactly. So I do. I got a great girlfriend. I can't complain at all. So there is that.
You're the one.
Yeah, always.
There's always one.
Yeah.
And I've been reminded of that several times,
Yes.
I can promise you. So how are things?
Things are good.
Good.
Not racing quite as much. We did 1-2 in Louisiana, Belrose.
Yes.
And,
how'd you do?
I'm sorry?
How'd you do?
No, I heard you. I'm sorry.
Okay. How did Sheila do?
She did well.
It's funny because there's a pattern going on here. She always does pretty well.
I don't think it's funny.
No, yeah, exactly.
Don't see the humor in it at all.
No, not at all. So I really wanted to focus, not only on this great event. We love coming out to Tailpipes and Tacos. There's not enough of them, but spring and fall works for me.
Does it?
Yeah, it's good. Is that kind of the pattern that we're in? I
don't know. Chase has taken this over, and but we're praying you're going to be with us in the fall. So,
I'm praying.
So are we.
Exactly. So I wanted to ask you about your car collection. That's what I wanted to focus in on. Do we have anything new in the collection?
My wife's here. Let's not talk about it.
Well, can we talk about the ones that she knows about?
Oh, okay.
You have to talk in code.
Yeah. Well, I see that the Buick is over there. Actually, you have 2 Buicks here today. You have the 55.
Yeah.
And then you have this beautiful car here.
That's a Packard.
This is a Packard?
That's a Packard.
Oh, well, they're very close. They're very similar in looks.
All the cars were similar in looks, much like today.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
They look like turtles today.
Is that not the one that Amy drove off after her wedding?
No, that was black one. This one's green.
Okay, gotcha.
This is green. That's the original paint job.
Well, they all kind of run together for me at this point in my life.
Age,
Yeah, his age, they run, yeah.
So this is a Packard. I've not seen that car before then, clearly.
I haven't had it very long. That's a wine car.
It's a wine car. Uh-huh.
The trunk is full of wine.
No, I bought it at an auction.
Uh-huh. No, he drank all the wine out of the trunk.
No, he
You
drank
can
the
tell-
wine. That's why
you
I
can
bought
tell
it.
It was 3 o'clock. Funny story, though. I planned not to buy anything.
You always do that,
I didn't.
though.
No, I didn't sign up. I got a day pass, just like everybody else, and here it comes. You got a big NR on the windshield.
No reserve.
No reserve.
And you said,
So I'm watching it, and I look inside, and
what year is it?
41.
41.
And so Judd's there. He's looking for me. Dale Holquist is talking to Judd. And
Well,
Judd,
there's trouble right
he
there.
said, "Have you seen my dad?" He goes, "Yeah, he's up on the big screen right there."
With his hand up.
He said he just bought him. I guess I don't know what that is, a Buick or something. And Judd's going, he didn't sign up. So when you bid, I always wait until he picks up the gavel. I don't help him get it up there. So Judd comes running up out of breath. Dad. And the guy was asking me, he said, "Where's your bidder number?" I said, "I don't have a bidder number." And the guy said, "You can't bid without a bidder number." I said, "Oh, yeah, you can. I just bought that Packard."
What do you mean I can't?
Yeah, you're
You
so
want me to write the
wrong.
check or
Are
not?
you new? Yeah, like they're going to take it back. So, oh, yeah, you can do it.
Who was the auction company, if I can't ask?
Mecum.
It was Mecum.
Yeah.
So just recently, then a few weeks ago.
The other Mecum.
Oh, okay.
And every year I have a reunion. I think she plans it that way. I have a reunion the weekend of the auction. Anyway, it was so funny.
But it didn't work, apparently.
No, it didn't. No, yeah. Last year was. Didn't they have two last year? Was they?
No.
No.
Just one.
That was probably another one in another city that you went to.
Yeah, they do Dallas. Dallas is in the fall.
They did a Barrett Jackson here.
And they have wine at Bear Jackson, too.
They do. Yeah. Free. Sort of.
Free wine if you're a bidder that's
If you're a
registered.
bidder, yeah.
Uh-huh. Kind of like the cigarette girl back in the days.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wonder where she is. Jeez.
Yeah. Remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember they give you cigarettes on the plane if you ran out.
Correct.
Those little 4-packs of Parliament.
Parliaments. Oh, God. I haven't heard of that in years.
No.
Parliaments.
Yeah.
My parents smoked Terrytons.
I smoked cherries.
Did you?
Yeah.
Rather fight than switch?
And I love it. You go to the gas station and you ask for Parliament lights. And he goes, this Parliament light?
Is that what?
This Parliament light.
Jeff, could you help?
I am not saying.
What did you say?
I am not saying it.
He's not saying anything. Parliament lights.
Parliament
Do they
lights.
actually still make parliaments?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I told my doctor, I said, I think I'm going to start smoking again. He said, what are you talking about? I said, I don't think it's got time to kill me.
Exactly.
I think I can
The
outrun
wine,
it.
on the other
I can
hand.
outrun it, yeah.
Uh-huh. The wine, on the other hand.
Oh, man, when I was in the car business, smoke.
Oh, absolutely.
4 packs a day.
That's where I honed my addiction to Cools.
Oh, my God.
I had Cools.
My dad smoked Cools.
Cools, yeah. Cools at Richardson Chevrolet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That started it. And look where we are today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When did you quit?
I quit
Last
20 years later after that job. 20 years later I quit. That was in 1990, I think.
I was 28, and I just cold quit.
Yeah. Well,
Well, that's a lie. I used to keep a pack under the seat of my company car, my Nova with the matching hubcaps to the paint. Remember those?
oh, God, yes.
I'd drive it.
I left them there. There's a 4-door with bucket seats.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
Yeah, and the consoles, I recall. Anyway, I hide some under the seat.
Yeah.
And how I gave it up is I gave up the tough ones first, like coffee. I wouldn't have smoke while I was on the phone or, in my car one morning. I thought, I'm going to have one. Well, they've been in there about 6 months. The thing burned like a fuse. When I got my house. Oh, that thing was nasty. How did I ever do that all day long?
Like a fuse. So let's go back to the car collection. Okay.
Let's go back.
So we've got this one and the 55 I'm very familiar with that it doesn't have power steering, but I think nobody lubricated the steering system in it when I drove it back in the day. That was in 2007. And it was a beast to
once the wheels start rolling, and like on this Packard, if it's sitting still, you can hardly turn it. A big steering wheel, but as soon as the wheels, any motion at all, it's like power.
The momentum,
like power
centrifugal
steering.
force, all that.
Yeah. So do we have any things that we can talk about? How many cars do you have in the collection now? Have you counted them?
I have.
Is it 60 or?
There's actually a list.
There is a real list.
A list of all
So,
the cars.
so is it kind of like the old mob books where here's the books that she can look at, and here's the list that everybody else can look at?
There's just a real short list. Who are those other cars? There's 51.
51. Okay. Yeah.
No, 52.
52.
That hadn't made the sheet yet.
So
It's a maintenance sheet.
I understand. So when are we going to have a place that we can show the cars? I mean, I know that they're all
at
stuff.
the next Mecum Auction, she listens. You can see them all.
You see 'em all.
The Stan Holt collection.
The Stan Holt collection. But
Funny.
because I was bragging about the white Cadillac Coupe DeVille that you bought in Florida. You still have that?
Still have it.
It's white, two-door, but
What year is it?
71.
it's a 71.
It's
And it's got a
25,000 miles.
green brocade interior.
Yes. It's,
Perfect.
It's so bad it's good.
Yeah,
Oh, my
it is.
God,
And
drive it.
and
And it's not just green. You remember Harvest Gold?
Yes,
Avocado green?
Yeah.
Avocado green.
avocado green, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of matches the refrigerator.
But
It
there,
had shag carpet, but I took it out. I put a loop
so
on it.
here's the deal with the car. Have you ever heard of a Cadillac stripped car that has there's no extra options on
No.
it at all?
It has, what was it?
A cigarette lighter?
Vinyl top delete.
A
They came
delete.
standard with a vinyl top.
So the man ordered it, delete that. We don't want that on there.
Well, he didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah,
Which is probably like $12 back then.
One of my favorite stories about that is that 55 Buick.
yeah.
It has an aftermarket, like Pep Boys cigarette lighter, bolted under the dash.
No.
Yeah. He said, I'm not paying $8 for a damn
Okay.
cigarette lighter. Got it Pep Boys for $6.
6. And so does it actually work off of the ignition switch, or is it just on all the time?
I don't know.
Huh. Well, there's a thought.
Well,
It does work. I know that.
let's, on the way home, get a pack of Terrytons and...
No,
let's give it a try.
Parliaments.
Parliament.
Par-
We got to go
lights.
find those.
Parliament
lights.
Non-filtered.
Test it.
You
This
remember at
research.
drugstores when they had at the counter? That's where you bought the cigarettes.
Yeah.
The drugstore counter.
Yeah.
You remember going to nightclubs? Cigarette machines,
Yes.
50 cents.
Yep.
Amazing. Now they're 50 cents a piece.
Pretty much. Yeah.
When I was in the service, as soon as we got outside of 3 miles,
away from the base.
we're going to
Offshore.
Vietnam. Offshore.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. They were $1.10 a carton. We weren't worried about the enemy.
Yeah,
What was that?
the Can-Am.
Yeah, but it looks like a highway car or something,
It's like a Range Rover.
Should have bought the car, huh?
I guess. Anyway,
Anyway, the collection. I'm gonna start selling some of them because you just can't drive them. You have full-time shop guys. You just can't drive them.
Yeah. Isn't that truck over there for sale? Isn't that yours?
That's mine. Yep.
So it's starting already.
Yep. I'm starting already. I need to sell. I'd like to sell about 10. There's some I just can't part with, even though I don't drive them. I'm actually building 2 cars right now.
really,
Yeah.
what are you building?
A 57 Ford Fairlane 300, 2-door post.
A 2-door post car.
Yeah, the 500s had the big fins.
Yeah.
And they had the little fins on the 300. It's a one-owner car. I didn't title it. I bought it at an auction. And it's at, last name is Broussard. Sean Broussard's in Lafayette. Beautiful. He finished the Cadillac.
I see.
And so we're putting the LS version of a Ford motor in that car. And it's going to be titanium silver, which is a Lexus, really beautiful silver, with kind of a orangey beige interior. You know what I mean? Like they put in Bentleys.
Yes.
Saddle. Thank you. And I'll tell you the coolest car.
It's a 4-door.
2-door.
It's a 2-door.
2-door post.
I was going to leave the original engine in because it was that car came with a 292.
Okay.
But it has a 312. So somebody bought it wanting to go faster. So they bought the cheaper car with a post with the biggest motor. So that you could actually get 2 4-barrels from Ford on that car. It doesn't have them. But anyway, I decided if we did the LS here that I would do it. But the coolest car, Sheila's shaking her head. I've tried to buy it for 10 years. It's a 55 Chevy station wagon called a tradesman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Two-door post. No, not like the Nomad with the swoopy pillar.
Right. No, it's Newbaum's Pie Wagon.
That's it. It's currently red. And we sent it to, it had been a race car, super stocker, but it was an old ladder bar car with,
Right.
had a...
Ladder bars.
Yeah, I came here trying to get that name, the Jericho 4-speed,
Uh-huh.
It has a clutch. Every year at Indy, I tried to buy the car. It went $60,000. So that's not happening.
Right.
Unless you got 20 grand in the glove box, not happening. So I told Jared, go over and tell him we'll give him 40 for it rolling. I don't want the motor, the transmission, anything. It had 265. Well, I have a 283 that's just new, really fast, and I have a new Liberty 4-speed. So if you run it in GT, you can run the Liberty clutchless. Well, you leave with a clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to have the 283. We sent it to a place called PK's Racing Cars, IN. And he's back half in the whole car, redoing the front suspension. He wrote...
So you're going to keep it a race car?
Oh, yeah. But
Okay.
now it had 9-inch tires. I've got a picture on my phone of the axle he took out of it is this wide. The one he puts in it is this wide.
Mm-hmm. Tubbed it.
Yeah, they're tubbing it and slamming it to the ground. And it's going to be a two-tone paint job. Where, the big piece of stainless steel that goes from the headlight down to the bumper. So we're going to do that, and we'll do one color above it and another color below it. It's really going to be something. Really
So back there in the where the window would be in the panel that's back there,
right?
You're going to put Newbaum's Pie Wagon on it.
I'll have to do something about tamales. I'm pretty sure.
Newbaum's Tamale Wagon.
Do you remember in the movie The Jerk?
Yes.
When he was working at the gas station.
Yes.
And the three Mexican guys roll up in the lowered Chevy. He give him the credit card. He goes, "Thank you, Mrs. Nussbaum. I'll be right back." That was hilarious. Anyway.
Stanton, it's always a pleasure to see you. And thank you for inviting us to come out here and do the broadcast today.
We always enjoy it. I'm looking forward. I hope Judd comes so you can interview
I think
him.
that he's supposed to be here today. Okay. And I saw an interview that Sheila sent me that he did on his big victory out at Long Beach.
Well, driving on the street. It had to be.
I know.
So
I can't even imagine. In a BMW.
A BMW 4 Series.
Well, it looked bad to the bone.
Oh, it is. It's a real race car. It's a factory race car, but it's like a rocket ship in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to talk to him about it when he gets here.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Well, it's great to see you, and hope that we see you soon. We're going to do the Hot Rod Tour of Texas this week.
Oh, really?
It's actually this year going to come through Houston.
When does it start?
It starts Thursday night is the big event down in Victoria, down in the town square. 300 cars, and then we make our way in the back roads on the way up to Houston. I think on it's Friday.
Starts Friday, yeah.
Yeah, and then Friday we're going to wind up down by Santa Fe, I think, and then Saturday. I don't know I can't remember all of the stops that we're going to make.
What are you driving? Are you?
I'm going to drive my Corvette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's run what you brung kind of a thing. Yeah. Sold out, and it's a pretty cool event.
That's really. I'd like to do one of those cross country deals that they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing about this one. It's a little bit shorter than that, so it actually starts, like you said, at 8 o'clock Friday morning.
Yeah.
And Sunday morning you're back home. I mean, Sunday night they finish up, and then you go home or do whatever you want. So it's still 500 miles.
It's 488 miles is what they said it's going to be.
If I did the cross country, I'd have to go out in advance and leave a car about every 300 miles.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Well, great. It's good to see you again.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you, my friend. Stan Holt, the proprietor here at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Hey, coming up, we've got the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Thanks for joining us on the award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We continue after a quick break.
You've waited all winter, and it's finally here. The Tailpipes and Tacos Spring Cruise In.
It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In returns to the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, April 19th. Make any donation to Shirley's Kids and get a free breakfast taco. There'll be mimosas and Bloody Marys, too. Get to the best cruise-in of the year, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, April 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, make a donation of any amount, and grab a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. Join the car camaraderie, and your car will automatically compete for one of 3 chili pepper trophies at no charge. Spring is here, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco at Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, April 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We hope to see you then. Come on out. Be sure to follow the In Wheel Time crew when we join the Hot Rod Tour of Texas beginning next Thursday evening in Victoria. In Wheel Time will be there to give you a taste of the 3-day trek. Next Saturday's live 2-hour show will come to you from the Houston stop at Spindle Tap Brewery beginning at 10 a.m. You'll be able to get a feel of 300-plus cars traveling the back roads of Texas from Victoria to Madisonville. We hope you check into Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com for live updates as we take the Hot Rod Tour of Texas beginning next Thursday evening. Come join us. Yeah, and we hope that you will join us. As a matter of fact, Thursday, the 24th, is actually the kickoff event at Town Square down there. And then Friday morning we get on the road and head toward the Houston area, actually. And we'll wind up on Sunday up in Madisonville. There's a Braze Auto Museum up there, I think is what it's called. Anyway, it's going to be a great event, and we'll be popping in and out of Facebook and YouTube and that sort of stuff throughout the event, so we hope that you'll look for us then. All right, time now for the Cruise-In and events calendars, and Jeffrey has that.
I got it. So save the date. Alvin Rotary Club 51st Annual Frontier Day and Bike Show for our two-wheel friends out there as well. It is the 26th of April from 7 a.m. to 4:30, so it's a daily event. Very cool. 145 South Disney Street in Alvin.
Disney Street. The Rotary Club invites you to this. It's the Alvin National Oak Park, located at 118 South Magnolia in Alvin. Show promises to show about 63 cars, bikes, different classes. Got trophies out there. Registration is exclusively online only at alvinrotary.org, so make sure you do that before you go out there. And then we got the car show at the Turner Chevrolet. It's the 5th annual. It's also on the 26th. It is 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's at 21001 Crosby Freeway in Crosby, Texas. The event takes place out there, and it's going to be fun. Categories include antique, classic muscle, modern muscle, all the good stuff. So you can actually check out TurnerChevroletCrosby.com to check that out. And then I got one more, kind of local. It would be in Tomball. Kids Car Meet. This one's pretty cool. I looked this one up, and it looks like a nice event. They've got an area for the kids just for their Power Wheels, their go-karts, their pit bikes, in a certain area that they can all play and do that and hang out and do their little mini car show. And then they got the side for the adults for the big boy toys and all that. So other than that, well, as Don said, we're here at Loopy Tortilla. We got Hot Rod Tour coming up. And then we got Granbury in June. So hubba. Yeah, and if you want to see the 300 cars in procession with the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, I guess, do we have the route? Do we know what the route is? I've got the route on my laptop. Okay. I haven't plotted it out road to road, but I've got segmented times and where they'll be. So since it's coming to Houston, I would suggest if you want to see the 300 in a kind of cool parade, that you get a lawn chair and find a place that we go real slow through. Yeah, one of the stops is going to be Santa Fe coming up, so we'll be down to Santa Fe on the Hack Winery. Saturday. No, is it Saturday? No, Friday. Friday. Yeah. Friday we'll be at the Hack Winery, so you could just kind of hang out there and sip a little wine. There you go. Red or rosé or what do they call that? Clear. Clear wine. That's my kind of. Yeah. Hey, what are you drinking? I'm having some clear wine or something. There you go. Some of the stories making automotive news headlines this week. While auto tariffs and a growing trade war between the U.S. and China have grabbed much of the world's attention, some suppliers say the Trump administration's steel and aluminum tariffs are the cause of their biggest worries. Who knew? 25% tariffs cover the metals themselves, and a list of derivative products made of foreign steel and aluminum, including many auto parts. Importers must determine the foreign steel or aluminum content in those products. Then the value is taxed at 25%. Calculating the number is difficult and time-consuming, as you can imagine. Companies sometimes need to drill several layers deep into their supply chains to figure out the source of steel or aluminum in their products and how much those metals are worth. And another complication, the list of tariffed products is not static. It is expected to grow in the coming months. So it's a very complicated thing. We've had many discussions since all of this began, and we've talked to some experts about it. And the bottom line is it's a very layered, complicated formula that they put on tariffed products. Mexico, Canada, those are the big ones. There are a lot of auto manufacturers in those countries that make cars, and they're being the 25%. Now, China is a whole other thing. As a matter of fact, I am driving and drove a Buick recently. It's made in China. I think your car is made in China. Yep. Yeah. So that's 145% tariff if it's not on the ground.
Mine's on the south side of China, though.
South side. Yeah. So there's a discount for that.
Yeah.
Ford Motor Company has halted shipments of SUVs and pickups and sports cars to China in the wake of President Trump's tariffs, the Wall Street Journal reported Friday, citing people familiar with the matter. The company this week halted shipments of its F-150 Raptors, Mustangs, and Michigan-built Bronco SUVs, as well as Kentucky-made Lincoln Navigators to China. China's retaliatory tariffs in response to U.S. import taxes have seen these vehicles face a tariff as high as 150%. It's a mess. Ford also exports U.S.-built engines and transmissions to China, which the report says will continue despite the pause on exports of assembled vehicles. Its Lincoln Nautilus model, which is manufactured in China, is also expected to have continued shipments despite heavy tariffs, the report added. So I don't know whether the company is going to suck up all of that and keep the price the same, or they're going to try to pass it through. Can't imagine they'd pass 145% tariff.
They're going to try.
But I would imagine that they're going to try. And finally, Honda Motor Company is considering switching some car production from Mexico and Canada to the U.S., aiming for 90% of cars sold in the country to be made locally in response to the new tariffs. In the weeks before the new U.S. levy went into effect, Reuters had already reported that Honda plans to make its next-generation Civic Hybrid in Indiana instead of Mexico to avoid potential tariffs. U.S. was Honda's biggest market last year, accounting for nearly 40% of global sales. Automaker sold 1.4 million vehicles, including Acura models, in the U.S. last year. It imported about 2/5 of those cars from Canada or Mexico. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We'll be back right after.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.
From the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Texas, USA, it's the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, another guest from today's event. Jeff has the Cruise In and events calendars, and I'll bring you... Did we already do that?
Yeah, we're a Motor Minute. We're the next page. We're in the 9 o'clock hour.
Damn. Turn the page, Don.
Turn the page,
you know, that's
Bob
what you're
Seeger.
Here.
Turn the page, Bob Seeger.
That's why you're here, is to say...
I am here because you need somebody pretty on the dais.
Is that...
That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
And I'm the international correspondent.
Okay, well, we already did that. So we're going to have the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History. I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines. We may have the Hemming Soul Car Roundup. We may have some of the
we got to get
recalls.
Participants in here.
Well, you know, I'm not worried about it. I think that
We'll
people are showing up right and left, and we'll find somebody to talk to. So in the meantime and in between time, while we're doing, first of all, let me introduce you to the staff. This would be, we always need more Jeff Zekin.
Yep.
And over here, we always have David Ainsley. Mr. Mars is out gallivanting around.
He's,
what is the definition of gallivanting?
Just randomly going, but he's at the kissing booth. I think he's setting the kissing booth up.
Good God. Gross. That is disgusting.
He's got lipstick on his neck. There he goes.
Oh, well, we're not paying any attention to him. So I got some recalls to tell you about. Hey, did you come out of the kissing booth, Mars? You came out of the kissing booth?
Did you set up the kissing booth?
Okay. Well,
the dunking booth.
The dunking booth. Okay, so I think every 2021 Audi known to man is being recalled because the instrument panel display may fail. So if you have a 2021 Audi of any kind.
What about an Innie?
An Audi, an Innie. Got it. Ford Motor Company recalling 148,266.1 vehicles as part of 2 U.S. recalls. Let's see. First one, 123,000 may see loss of brake function due to brake fluid leak. The second one is 224,655 vehicles that potentially have a software issue that could lead to a loss of drive power. In other words, the motor quits. So there's that. Recall involving the software issue, 2025 Ford Explorer. And the other one is the master cylinder that I told you about. Also, a rear view camera image may not display Porsche Macan Electric 24 to 25. Occupant classification may turn off the airbag. Porsche Taycan 2022 to 23. And the Audi, again, another Audi. Rear view camera may show blurry image. Of course, I guess it depends on how much you've had to drink.
I was thinking the same thing.
The Audi Q6 e-tron and the Audi SQ6 e-tron for 2025. I don't even know what those are.
That's the electric one, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know. The e-tron. You would think so.
Yeah, the electric
But I was thinking it's had something to do with a movie.
No, that's Tron.
Oh, Tron. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Well, Mr. Mars, did you find us somebody to talk to?
Yeah, I did.
Or are we gonna just talk to you?
No,
let's talk to Mike.
It was we were going to talk to Christine, but Christine was following me, and now Christine finally is going to come back over here.
Where is she?
Well, she's over there, and he's over here.
It's at the kissing booth.
Okay. Well, we have 2 Christines?
No, just one Christine.
I see.
This is the guy that drives Christine.
Oh, this is the Christine guy. Oh, okay, I get you. I understand now.
Pristine or Christine?
Christine, the car.
Christine, the car, the 1958 Fury. Like in
Yeah.
the movie.
You're going to have to put that headset on, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody will be able to hear you on this broadcast.
And this is Trey Sider.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Your last name is Sider?
Cider, yes.
Sider.
Tur, yeah.
Sider.
Yeah.
Sider. Okay.
Not like the juice.
Okay, well, I was going to go there, but since Mr. Mars' enunciation from Niederville.
I could see what you were doing.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me. Well, Trey, it's a pleasure to meet you. A 58 Fury, Plymouth Fury.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to be here. Thanks.
You know, I've seen that car around. You go to lots of car events.
Yeah, this is the first one I've been to probably in about 6 or 7 months, but yeah, it's been around. I've had it since 2007, and restoration took about 4 years. So it's been restored since the beginning of 2012.
What was it? What was it? Something different other than the Plymouth Fury beforehand? It had special trim level, or was it? Did you get it off of a racetrack or out of a junkyard, or?
I was looking in Hemmings Motor News back in the day, and I was looking for a 57 or 58, and I wanted to convert it into a car like the movie, so always wanted it. So I found one in Long Beach, and it was in pieces, but it was at a body shop, and it came from Ventura, California, so it had no rust on it. All the floor pans were good. And,
wow.
And it had a 392 Hemi in it, which those cars didn't have. Only the 300s, the New Yorkers, and the Imperials back then had those motors. So
wow.
I don't know. Somebody may have put it in, or maybe it was the guy that owned the body shop said the owner of the dealership, like where the car came from, that he owned that car. So maybe he may have
swapped it out. Sure.
Swapped it out, or did some kind of special option.
Because it's got the old Chrysler Firepower valve covers on. It doesn't say Hemi, because that's what they called it before they actually started using the Hemi brand name. So that's what caught my attention, because I'd never seen one in the live world.
I don't believe I have either.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool.
And what kind
motor.
of transmissions it got in it?
It's got the torque flight, 3-speed torque flight, and it's the original cast iron. It's back then it was impossible to modify like an aluminum transmission on that motor. Now they have kits for it, but it's still
don't change it.
Yeah, I did. I'm not. Yeah, it runs great.
Can you imagine taking it to a transmission shop? Hey, could you change the transmission fluid and put a new filter in it for me? We don't, sir. We don't even know what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that restored it, he maintains it as well. He's a really good friend of mine, and he did all the paint work, the mechanical, everything on it. And he did a really good job. I mean, it's won best in class at Autorama 7 different times.
Wow.
So it's I mean,
what class does it fall in?
50. It's 50s conservative hardtop. It's not 50s original because it's got the motor, the different motor.
Change.
Yeah.
The interior, is that the interior? Don would find this real interesting, but is that the original type of interior?
Yes. Yeah. So SMS Auto Fabrics in Oregon, they closed their doors, and SMS Auto Fabrics bought all of the old Auto Fabrics from Chrysler when they closed one of their interior factories, and they had all these old rolls, so they bought all the rolls. So that roll of fabric is actually
kind of like a hound's
original.
Tooth, isn't it? I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. It's
like a brown with
look at it.
brown with a gold flake in it, yeah, and then the kind of off-white vinyl interior. It's Fury interior, yeah. So
I think that's fascinating, and it's a great looking car. How does it drive?
It's great. It just floats.
It floats.
Yeah.
So does it? It's got the automatic transmission, and does it have drum brakes in it?
I changed the front brakes to disc, rear still drum. Yeah. It made all. The drum brakes for that car, finding drums that aren't warped, and they don't make them anymore. So I went through 4 or 5 different brake drums, and they were warped. So I was like, you know what? There was a disc brake kit that a company made up northeast somewhere. So I told my guy, just put disc brakes on it. I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
They're not power, but it does
still better.
It still works a lot better.
Yeah. Does it have power steering?
No.
Because back in the day, just the big steering wheel.
Yeah.
Back in the day, well, Stan was talking about the 55. Well, and the 41 here,
yeah.
The Packard, no power steering, and power steering was really a kind of a 50s kind of thing when it started really getting a foothold. And I'll tell you what, man, those big cars, as Stan said, once you get rolling, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but when you're pulling into a parking lot, you almost have to be in shape to park the thing. So
and clearly you are. Yeah. So
he doesn't go to the gym. He just goes for driving around.
Yeah, I just drive it around. Yeah, it's
exactly.
my steering workout.
Yeah. So what is your everyday driver? Just out of curiosity.
I have a 2007 Dodge 3500 dually that I have a construction remodeling company, so that's my daily driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And diesel?
Yep. Yeah.
It's a diesel. And have you had any problems with it? I have to ask these questions because I just find it fascinating. Here's a guy that has a really cool car that pretty much just stays in the garage unless it comes to an event like this or shows it. And what do you drive every day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be something like somebody would ask you what you drive every day, Mars.
And I would tell them my truck.
Yeah. What year is your truck?
It's a 2015.
The 2015.
Yeah, I was just talking to the guy that's going to join us here in a little while about, it's really nice to say we're going to get a panel van and we're going to paint it up and it's going to be a 47 Ford or whatever. But we put our gear in it, and Thursday we head to Victoria and it breaks. What do you do? So we still drive something fairly late model.
Yeah. No, I get it. Well, do you have a list of events that you go to throughout the year?
It's random.
It is?
Yeah.
Have you been here before with that car?
A couple times.
Have you? Yeah.
It's probably been a year, I guess.
Yeah. How did you find out about this event?
Through
the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Probably.
That's the answer. See right here.
Yeah.
I answered it for you.
I'm good friends with Stan and Judd.
Are you?
As well.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that makes two.
Yeah,
two friends.
two friends. Exactly. Well, it's great to talk to you, and I could sit to talk to you about every aspect of that car.
Yeah, there's some good stories behind it.
And it took 4 years to put it together because you bought it in pieces.
I mean, it was all together. It was missing a bunch of trim pieces, so I had to. When I bought it, I had it shipped to a guy in Redding, California, who was recommended, and kind of the nightmare restoration story. He worked on it for about a year and a half and went broke, and so I had it shipped back here, and that's when Peter, my buddy, he restored it from there. So.
Because those trim pieces are stainless steel, are they not?
Some are pot metal, some are stainless steel, and some are anodized aluminum. Like the waffle trim on the side is all anodized. The grill's anodized. So yeah, I had to fly to Sacramento, rent a car, and drive to. There was this really huge scrapyard in Anderson, California. While it was in California, I would fly there about once every 4 or 5 months, and I'd go to the scrapyard and
dig through.
It was full of late 50s Chryslers. So
really,
Plymouths and it was all 50s Buicks and 50s Chrysler products. Yeah, huge scrapyard. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that you've watched it, the television show that the guy goes through all the junkyards and picks out cars and tells you about the car and what it would cost and in today's terms of fixing it up and that sort of stuff. Most of these are beyond repair, but it's truly the history of it all is truly amazing when you go to a junkyard. I haven't been to a junkyard in years.
Yeah,
and to go and visit, it's kind of like going to a cemetery.
It is, yeah. It's kind of eerie, but it's cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Until you see the car that somebody clearly died in, there's no way they could survive. And then you go, ooh.
Yeah.
But the back half of the car is still good, and people pick and choose what they want off the car. It's the junkyard business is a mystery to me.
Yeah. The guy that owned the junkyard in Anderson, he was a unique fellow.
You have to own a junkyard.
He was in the 60s, and he had the big facial hair. He was about 6'6" and rail thin, and he had this constant runny nose. Every time I go see him,
he was growing cocaine bushes out there around back.
His nose was always running. It was
Good Lord. Well. At any rate, hey, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. It's a pleasure to meet you, too.
Yeah, thank you for allowing me to be on your show.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Cool.
And Mars will tell you how you can get a copy of all of this stuff.
Awesome.
We're on everything.
Yeah.
So if you can't find it, then you ain't looking.
Yeah, they ain't a lie.
All right.
Cool. All right, fellas.
Trey Sider, thank you so much.
Have a blessed Easter.
Yeah, you do the same, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History.
Nope. We're going to do Motor Minute. We already
What
did
have I done?
Motor Minute
You know
first.
what? My printer at work prints things in reverse and puts wrong stuff. So we're okay. I'm back on track.
Page numbers.
I know.
The
Just
printer
ahead,
did
a
it.
review of the 2025 Toyota Corolla and Jeff's Motor Minute.
No. Yeah. Just miss it.
Look, don't get me going, Jeffrey.
You need a Bloody Mary.
You know
And
what?
I was just thinking that myself.
All right, well,
I'm
fine.
parched.
I'm going to go get one for myself right
great.
after this quick break.
What about the rest of it?
You've waited all winter, and it's finally here. The Tailpipes and Tacos Spring Cruise In. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In returns to the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, April 19th. Make any donation to Shirley's Kids and get a free breakfast taco. There'll be mimosas and Bloody Marys, too. Get to the best cruise in of the year. Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, April 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, make a donation of any amount, and grab a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. Join the car camaraderie, and your car will automatically compete for one of 3 chili pepper trophies at no charge. Spring is here, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco at Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, April 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We hope to see you then. Come on out. Be sure to follow the In Wheel Time crew when we join the Hot Rod Tour of Texas beginning next Thursday evening in Victoria. In Wheel Time will be there to give you a taste of the 3-day trek. Next Saturday's live 2-hour show will come to you from the Houston stop at Spindle Tap Brewery beginning at 10 a.m. You'll be able to get a feel of 300-plus cars traveling the back roads of Texas from Victoria to Madisonville. We hope you check into Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com for live updates as we take the Hot Rod Tour of Texas beginning next Thursday evening. Come join us.
Welcome back to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Today coming to you from Tailpipes and Tacos out here at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. The Kingsland exit is closed. So if you're coming up from the south, from the West Park area, is 59. What exit is that we take?
Highland? I think it was
Highland Knolls, I think it is, if you come northbound. If you come southbound, be sure and get off at the I-10 feeder, then come down the feeder and take it the Kingsland Boulevard exit, and we're right next to it. Okay?
You got the Easter Bunny just arrived.
Oh, it's not even a scary one either.
No.
That's good.
He's getting ready for Easter's tomorrow, 4:20. Then, he'll be ready.
Yeah, very nice. All right. So, time now for this hour's car review. I had the opportunity to drive the 2025 Toyota Corolla. I don't get too many Corollas. I don't get, the entry-level car.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. Well, kind of. So, final assembly location for this is Blue Springs, Mississippi.
All right.
I have actually been to that plant, and I've seen them stamp the sheet metal in that plant and then assemble the entire vehicle and see it roll out the other end within a day. Anyway, available trim levels are LE, SE, FX, and XSE. I have the FX, which is one notch below the top of the line. Compact sedan, seats 5 people, redesigned in 2018. Toyota doesn't do a lot of redesigns on a very popular and successful car. This is one of them. So you think, well, it's getting long in the tooth. No, they've had updates. And it really does look good. Attractive front fascia with large open mouth grille. Very modern looking, sleek, fastback roof design, cheats the wind. Unremarkable rear fascia. These cars all look the same these days. I mean, what happened to the fins? Wheels determined by the trim level, but they're all good looking. They don't have like hubcaps and wheel covers anymore. Yeah. They're all aluminum wheels. What could use improvement? Like I said, the overall design is getting a little long in the tooth. Like I said, also it has also been updated, so the car looks fresh and it looks new. Interior highlights. Contemporary dash design with simple and easy-to-use controls. We had the optional 10.5-inch screen with simple functions. Cloth seats seem rugged and comfy. Rear legroom is tight, but it is a compact car. It's acceptable in the back seat in this small sedan. Trunk room is adequate. Pass-through rear seat. What I liked, the way it fits. It fits. What could use improvement? The noise can be intrusive on the highway with that droning engine, but it's a little bitty 4-cylinder engine, and it does get a little noisy and rumbly. But remember, this is kind of an entry-level car. 2-liter 4-cylinder, 169 horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque. Through a CVT transmission, it is a front-wheel drive car. 31 miles per gallon city, highway 39.
Wow.
Combined 34. I got 33.4 miles per gallon over 429.5 miles. What I liked about it clearly is the mileage. What could use improvement? The CVT transmission does get a little bothersome at times. Oh, thank you very much. Is that for me? Okay, well, I'll have a sip as soon as... boy, that's a really... What is that? What is that?
That's the yellow Daytona.
That's the Daytona.
Yeah.
We just had him on as a guest. Wow, that's a really cool-looking car.
Yeah, that's the.
You have to put a headset on for us to hear you there.
No,
Mr.
well,
Myers.
David's got to turn me on, and it's a little early in the morning.
David, I've heard these things about you before. What I liked about the ride and handling, it's a comfortable, easy ride. What gives you use improvement? This is not a corner carver. It's a Toyota Corolla. You're not going to race the car. You're not going to go.
Carver.
It's a Corolla carver. So don't think that this is going to be some sort of high performance car. This is not. Base trim price was $26,500. Prices tested was $30,000. The base model price, which was kind of surprising, $22,325 for the base model Toyota Corolla. No, it's not. So the competitors, clearly the Honda Civic, it starts at $25,550. The Hyundai Elantra starts at $23,575, and then its direct competitor, the Nissan Sentra, is $22,290.
What about the Buick Envista?
That is not a competitor, but it could be. You could call it that.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah, over the years, we've had a couple of Corollas in the family when the kids buying small back when they were small
And
cars.
they still have them, and they're 1,000,000 miles.
No, not yet. But we did teach one of them. That's how they learned to drive a manual transmission. It was a 4-cylinder with a 4-speed in it.
Yeah.
And she picked it out. She couldn't drive it, but she said, "That's the one I want."
Well, that's like Katy's Ford Focus with the 5-speed manual transmission in it, black, standard, there's nothing. Crank windows in it. 2-door, black, beige cloth interior. Hey,
Hey,
she still has it and won't get rid of it. She just bought a brand new Tesla. Can I say that on the air?
I think so.
Okay.
she hasn't got anybody throw paint at her or anything.
No, not yet. I don't think she hangs out in crowds like that anymore.
No.
But anyway. All right, so that's the review of the Toyota Corolla. Jeff has the Motor Minute.
All right, here we go. Well, guess who won the first NHRA title in his career? Mr. Tony Stewart did that at the 4-Wide Nationals in Las Vegas.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yep, put him behind the wheel, and there's nothing really he can't drive. Tony's the ultimate Ironman of motorsports. Smoke just earned his first win in NHRA Top Fuel 4-Wide Las Vegas. Not only did Smoke win, but he did it at 4-Wide, like we just said. He is the husband of the wife, Leah Pruitt. They decided to start a family, so she got out of the car, he got in it, he did all his testing, and he's doing very well at it. So congrats to Tony. He did a 317.42 mile per hour run, and he took it all. So it was step by step, and he got it done. There you go.
By the way, the Easter Bunny is here?
Easter Bunny, we're going to get him on the air.
Right out there.
Going to get him on the air.
Does he talk?
I don't know. We'll go find out.
Well, it's okay. We don't have to have him on right now.
We're going to go see it.
There's another Easter Bunny sitting right there.
Yep.
I did have a couple of things that I wanted to bring up. One is this little feature that I have decided to put together for us today.
Which one is that? Do I have it?
No, I have. No, you have nothing.
Okay.
Clearly. This is the time of year when many parents are thinking about buying a used vehicle for their teen drivers. The vehicle may be a graduation gift or a needed set of wheels for a summer job or trip to college. These days, SUVs are a common choice because of their sales popularity, but which one to get? Edmunds Auto Experts rounded up 5 used SUV recommendations for your teen driver, and I thought I'd bring them to you. Last generation Equinox is a top compact SUV value. It's affordably priced and has roomy seating, a smooth ride, and useful tech features. Standard teen driver feature, for example, can remind young drivers to buckle up, and it limits stereo volume and lets parents monitor their driving habits, something I'm sure that they're looking forward to. Look for picking up an Equinox is pretty easy because it didn't change much from 2018 to 2024. A lot of Equinox inventory to pick from, too. Consider a 2019 and later model to get newer infotainment system. The pricing is somewhere between $14,000 and $20,000. Oh my God! I hope that everybody can see that thing. He's gonna. Mars is over here splayed out on a horse,
on an iron horse.
Sporty pick is the Mazda CX-5. Lively handling, high-quality interior make the CX-5 a fun, compact SUV. And while sporty performance isn't a priority for most parents, going with the CX-5 will neatly circumvent any complaints about an SUV being boring to drive, and that it is not, and I can vouch for that. Other high points include excellent crash test safety ratings and a high predicted Repair Pal reliability score. Pricing? Somewhere between $16,000 and $20,000. Pretty good. Is your teen an outdoorsy type? Now, say what you will about this vehicle, and I have a pilot that has informed me of another name for Subaru.
Oh.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. It type of driver is,
it's a special type of driver.
Well, yes. Different, let me put it that way. Standard all-wheel drive, sure-footed traction. Tall ground clearance lets it go places sportier SUVs can't, while its lower roof height makes it easy for cargo loading. The Outback gets excellent safety scores. And it's redesigned it for 2020, but we think an older Outback is just as good. This is from Edmunds. And it goes between $15,000 and $20,000. And, I would imagine that our buddies down at Emmons Motors down there in Friendswood would be a place to check it out.
Absolutely.
Here's another one. Teen driver needs a larger 3-row SUV. How about a Toyota Highlander? Consider an older Highlander, though. The third row isn't palatial, but it is handy enough for a teen who might need to shuttle siblings around. Third row also folds down to create ample cargo space. Very reliable, according to Repair Pal. 4-cylinder engine. They do have a V6 available in older ones. 2015 to 2016 Highlander goes somewhere between $16,000 and $20,000. How about a Jeep Wrangler? What kid doesn't want a Jeep Wrangler? 2-door, 4-door versions. Young drivers will likely enjoy a more personal vibe of the 2-door, regardless of type. The Sport or Sport S trims offer the best combination of features, fun, and frugality. 15 to 16 model year Wrangler pricing is somewhere between $17,000 and $20,000. And those are just some recommendations that Edmunds had that I found that I thought I'd pass along because it is that time of the year, graduation gifts, etc., etc. Birthdays. I got Katy's car on her 16th birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now in the In Wheel Time remote studios is Mr. Judd Holt.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. How are you?
Listen,
or good morning, I guess I should say.
Yeah, we're going to take a break, and we're going to get back to an interview and congratulate Judd on his victory at Long Beach. So, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. We are back right after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.